Hello and welcome to the Goodfellas podcast, the podcast where two mates talk nonsense for your benefit. I'm Clarke.
And I'm Shaun.
And welcome. How are you
go?
doing?
I'm good. I'm good, dog. Another week.
Another episode. Yeah, I'm good, man. Good. Had a nice, good week. What about yourself?
Yeah, we've been busy with everything going on this week and that, but I'm glad to be here again and
me too.
have another beer in a minute.
Talking to all of you.
Yeah.
And hopefully soon you'll be joining us for a beer.
Yeah, so I think
to see what it is.
Yeah, I suppose we'll just, for the listeners and the viewers and stuff, not just say today's episodes, we're going to talk a bit about sports and football.
It's going to be a little bit sporty, this one. Yeah, football, obviously.
A few things have gone on, yeah.
Yeah, England's played the start of the new F1 season.
Yeah.
And UFC, there was a few fights this weekend and just
I'm going to get your thoughts on the current Premier League. Ask you a few questions halfway through.
Yeah.
And we're going to pick up on a few other bits and stuff.
Exactly.
So
yeah.
Okay.
So start off with England and Tuchel.
Would you want to do the beer first?
I will do the beer first.
Let's do the beer first. How could you forget to do the beer?
I didn't. You know.
So you are going to like today's beer. Okay. In Germany again.
Well, some people might be like, "Oh, German." They do the best.
So can I present to you? One shot of pills.
Look at that.
I know you like a bottle top.
Proper popping bottle top.
Yeah, look at that there.
The Monschaft original.
So we've got a monk on the front of the picture.
Yeah, Friar Attack.
Kulmbach, as it says on there. And we are looking at a 4.9%.
No, around that range is really good.
Don't want to mess this up now.
Oh yeah, a bit of ASMR for you. Oh,
sounded good.
It did.
Right.
You almost want to drink it out of the bottle when it's that nice, but
100%.
We have to do something with all the beer bottles because they are saved. Oh,
put some lights in them.
Oh yeah, crikey. Cool.
I've messed that one up.
No.
Christ. Compared to last week's head, this is a little bit different. So,
give me a second.
I shall wait, and then we will toast.
It's the added pop. That's my excuse.
I mean, just looking at it again, that is nice.
There's a nice crisp golden colour. Have you got a flake for these?
We might need one.
Cheers, brother. Get through it. And cheers, everyone else.
That is
fucking hell.
That is great, isn't it?
That is.
Oh, that could be a contender maybe for top spot this week. I reckon. Well, it might be a contender for top spot this week. We'll have to look when we get through it. Do a review halfway through. It's lush, isn't it?
Oh, Germany, you do your beer right.
So I will give you some facts later about the beer.
Yeah.
And I've got a question to ask you about it as well.
Okay. Again, Bavaria. Sorry, that's probably one of your...
No, that's fine. I've got the facts on that. So, to pick up on what we were saying before we enjoyed a very great first taste of that beer. England.
Phenomenal. Yeah. Well...
now managed by a German.
Yeah.
So, toast to you, Tuchel.
Yeah.
For your first win. England, 2-0.
Bloody tough game against Albania. But yeah, go on, dog. What did you think?
Well, yeah, I mean... I caught glimpses of it because I was out on Friday. I played football in the day myself.
Yeah.
Which is quite good actually. That was I'll briefly say that was an internal company 11-side match.
Oh right.
Which was quite interesting.
Who was that?
My office against our Gloucester office.
Oh.
So we hired a pitch, got two teams together.
A lot of pride.
We went 1-0 down.
Oh.
And then as a good captain, because I managed it, I didn't score, but I got the team going and we managed to turn around. We won 3-2 in the end. It was got a little bit feisty in places.
Did it?
Well, not that, but competitive, I should say. Yeah.
Quantity surveyors against the estimators.
Yeah. But yeah, anyway, we did that. We went out for a few beers afterwards then, and we ended up going to the pub and they had footy on.
Yeah.
And I caught a glimpse of it then.
Yeah. Where'd you go?
We went to the King Street Brewhouse.
Oh, nice.
Yeah, that's now. We've got the footy on. And
yeah,
so it was good in there.
Nice.
And yeah, I don't know. I thought what I saw, and I have seen the highlights since as well to see the first half. I missed a bit of it. it looked a little bit the same England to me. It wasn't the kind of dynamic and the ultra fast football we were going to be playing and all this and stuff. It looked like that's just Gareth Southgate's.
I know.
Continuing on, we
Yeah.
go forward, go down the line, we turn, we go back and stuff. I mean, two good goals in the end. Like Kane's goal, great, good touch like that. Really happy for Lewis Skelly on his first game. Good finish. Brilliant. Great ball from Bellingham.
Yeah, it was.
And then through the keeper's legs. So always nice to do a cheeky nutmeg.
Yeah, it was. And like obviously it was Albania, so we always looked comfortable. I felt the same. I didn't feel like I was watching and it's first match, so
yeah, and
it's gotta be fair. But
team selection was a little bit odd.
Well, I think he's doing that obviously purposefully. I think he's gonna give people maybe who he thought
like on the fringes, maybe. Yeah, because obviously put Foden out on the right, obviously Rashford on the left. He's left players like I don't know, maybe like Gordon might have been playing on the left or on the right. Who would you normally have on the right? I think Palmer was.
Or Saka would have been.
So I suppose that's fine. Obviously, you're going to play Ben in the middle, Kane up top.
Yeah.
Rice and who did he play alongside Rice? Jones, yeah. And then he did Byrne, which I was happy about.
Yeah.
Starting.
Yeah. Wow, he's earned that call up, hasn't he?
Yeah, and I don't think he did too bad. Probably wasn't the best game, but going into a team which he's the players you're not normally playing weekly. You've got to be that type of thing. You're going to play differently. You're not going to be the same because you're out of that kind of.
Well, that bubble
dynamic. Yeah, the bubble, the tactics you've got with like Newcastle, how he plays.
Yeah,
it's completely different. So you
have to
adapt a little bit and stuff. But I thought, it was a bit where you obviously made the changes. And the day is 2-0 and it's a clean sheet.
Yeah, it was comfortable.
Yeah, and we are playing again on Monday.
Yeah, against.
I should know that.
So should I.
So we are playing against Latvia. Home to Latvia.
Yeah,
tomorrow.
Fuck you, Andy and Yanis.
Yeah, second that.
Our Latvian friends. So that'll be more difficult than it should be. I bet. Yeah, I do.
Yeah, it'd be interesting to see who he puts out. He'll probably rotate it.
He will rotate it, I would imagine.
And I think, I don't know. I'll go for like a 3-0. I reckon we might win.
Okay.
I think it'd be tough, and then the floodgates are open.
Comfortable, yeah.
And we'll win like a 3-0. I don't think we'll let goal in, actually. No.
Yeah, maybe. I can see Latvia maybe getting a goal, but then again, I can.
But yeah, it's interesting for Tuchel because obviously, like after the Latvia game, let's look at England fixtures now. You are then in the World Cup qualification against Andorra in June.
Mm-hmm. Comfortable.
So that's quite a while away, actually.
Yeah.
Then you've got Senegal in a friendly, Andorra again in the World Cup, and we've kind of got Serbia in the qualifiers.
Serbia will be a bit a difficult game.
We're away to Serbia as well.
Mm-hmm.
Then we're home to Wales in a friendly in October.
Always play well against us.
And then we've got Latvia again in the World Cup qualification.
Okay.
And then Serbia, and then away to Albania. So it's going to be. I think we probably win the group. I think someone like Serbia should come second.
Yeah, they should come second.
And then maybe something like Albania might come third.
Yeah, maybe. Yeah.
But it's interesting. There's obviously a few breaks in there.
Yeah.
And I just want to see like Tuchel. He's only got an 18-month contract. It takes him to the end of 2026.
I know.
And obviously, everyone's going to debate about this, and you have your thoughts about it and stuff like that. And it's just like, can't change much from what was already there, if that makes sense. Like, if he had a longer contract, I could see him probably potentially bringing in a lot more youth.
Yeah.
And really going with it. Like some other countries have done. They've said, like, well, we're going to start fresh, bring in youth.
Yeah.
And we know that in 4-6 years' time, we're going to be competing for the trophies with this brand new teams, like average age is like 25 or something. Where, he's brought people back in like Henderson. And I don't think that's maybe necessarily to play in the games. Maybe now and again.
Well, apparently he was good around like the dressing room and stuff.
Which he's always been good at. Yeah, they always said. I think he's bringing that in there, but it feels like he's going to be playing the same old people we had on the Southgate.
But I don't think that's a bad thing at all because that team.
Oh no, 100%.
That team should have won a trophy or two. The fact that Southgate got those players there, they got them themselves. With a good manager who played more expansive football, we could have had a World Cup and a Euros.
And that's what I mean. Do you think, I know it's the first game, we can't really judge it too much. We're trying to predict the future now. Do we think Tuchel's going to have that kind of killer instinct to go for those kind of games?
Yeah.
In the big games, like when Southgate against Spain was like, I should have started with Palmer and should have done those gambles. And then when he did come on, why did we sit back again? We should have gone kept
Italy,
attacking.
when we took the lead, should have kept going at them. Second we scored, we came off. He'll be smart. He's won what, a Champions League. He knows how to
Like
manage in big
domestically, he's great.
games.
Yeah, great.
Yeah, well, and like Champions League is no joke either. So he has the experience of winning. Southgate, not at professional level.
Yeah,
So
it'd be interesting. Do you think he'll win our first World Cup since
no,
1966? No,
no,
you don't think we'll win
I don't think
2026?
no, I
No,
don't.
you think there'd be like what, France, Spain?
Well,
That'd be something.
Spain still, mate, and the
Great
thing
squad.
is, their squad is really young. Excuse me, they're only going to get better.
Yeah,
I mean, like, yeah, I mean,
Lamine Yamal,
Lamine Yamal, like,
unbelievable talent.
oh, yeah, yeah, I would heavily favour Spain still,
Yeah, I'd probably have to.
definitely.
Yeah, after
France is still going to be good.
Italy, maybe. I don't know.
Italy, well, yeah, maybe. I don't think we'll win it.
Yeah, actually talking
I
about
would love to be wrong, obviously.
one of the countries that always I feel like us growing up as well. We talk about those teams and they've like gone through those kind of thing, but the golden era of Belgium.
Well,
Like what happened, they had all those great players.
I know.
Prime De Bruyne, Lukaku, Hazard,
Prime Hazard, though. Like, Prime Hazard is the best Belgian player
Vertonghen,
of
Alderweireld,
Bertrand Alderweireld.
Courtois.
And they had a decent Fellaini, and
Yeah,
Fellaini, yeah, Courtois, Fellaini, who was decent, and Witsel.
yeah,
Remember, I used to be them on FIFA all the time. I used to play with on FIFA. I can't remember what it was,
yeah.
but that Belgium team, I
Insane.
hardly ever lost with them. But yeah, like Prime Hazard, De Bruyne, and like Lukaku when he was really good, still, wasn't it?
Yeah, so that was
Nangolan,
Nangolan, yeah, whatever, yeah.
yeah,
Yeah, so it was like
yeah.
that was always one that's got me. But yeah, I agree with you. I think something like Spain would probably go and win that one.
Yeah, I don't think we will.
Do you think we'll get to another semi-final?
Yeah, we could get to the semis. Yeah, depends, doesn't it? We'll probably win our group, and then it depends
Yeah,
on the draw. But Spain got to be favourites.
yeah.
They're only going to get better. Yeah,
So, going on then, Tuchel. Probably, depending on where he gets on and if they extend his contract, whether or not he can go on to be a good or a great England manager.
yeah.
I just wanted to kind of put up 5 managers who are classed as kind of, and there's always going to be a debate who does everyone thinks going to be, who has been the best England manager.
Oh, what best thing? All right, okay.
Okay, so you've got Sir Alf Ramsey, obviously won us the 1966 World Cup.
Well, I mean, he has to be. He has to be number one.
You had Bobby Robson, obviously got us to
Yeah.
the semi-finals of the 1990 World Cup.
Yeah.
It says, passionate leadership and kind of guiding us that.
Yeah,
Southgate,
he did really well. You can't
Yeah.
knock it.
back-to-back
Should
semis, or back-to-back finals.
back to back. It was back to back finals.
Yeah.
Final against Italy. Then we got. I'm not sure.
No, semis against Croatia, wasn't it?
2 finals we've had. Yeah,
But
2
anyway,
finals.
got us 2 finals, obviously not done it. Ron Greenwood was in there when he was in control because he had very good win percentage. And then actually Capello was in there because he actually has one of the highest win percentages of any England manager.
Yeah, but
So, for us, we never obviously saw it under Sir Alf Ramsey.
But,
He's the
yeah.
only one who's won as a 96 World Cup.
well,
sorry,
World Cup.
in
Yeah,
1966.
he's the best.
You'd have to say that, wouldn't be?
Yeah.
But who's been your favourite England manager that we've seen and grown up with? We had Sven, Capello, Sam Allardyce for 30 days or whatever it was. Southgate, obviously.
Well, yeah, you can't not say Southgate. Has to be up there for what he's done. I think had he had another chance or a longer chance with the way he played football, who could have been really, really good is Glenn Hoddle.
Yeah.
Glenn Hoddle, I think he's a really good football man. He likes to play. Glenn Hoddle with that England team with Southgate, I'm convinced would have won a tournament because he knows how to play really amazing footballer, wouldn't he?
Yeah.
Glenn Hoddle. I think Glenn Hoddle. Who else do we have? I can picture him now. But Glenn Hoddle would be for me. Southgate, you've got to mention him. And Sven, Capello and all that. It was just underachieved, really, with the team.
That's what I was going to go on to. Like, with the team they had, when you've got, like, Skulls.
This is something I'm going to throw to you.
Yeah, so
Name the team.
Rooney and all that and stuff like that.
So we had, this is just off the top of my head, and everyone will remember this. So we had Seaman.
And obviously, I played for Portsmouth, everyone.
David James.
David James. Terry Ferdinand.
Terry Ferdinand, Ashley Cole, Gary Neville.
Yeah. And Ashley Cole, arguably one of the best left backs.
Yeah, and Gary Neville was his right
Yeah,
back.
and
Don't
the
care
two
what you
centre-backs.
say, and yeah. Then you had Scholes, Gerrard, Lampard, Beckham.
Yeah.
Right. Then you had Rooney, iteration of Shearer, Owen, Rooney. Right. Like,
Heskey. He's key.
yeah. Oh yeah, Heskey. That team,
Yeah.
phenomenal, right? And everyone who's listening who's interested in the football bit, phenomenal.
Yeah.
But should they? I'm going to ask you: should they have ever won a trophy?
Yes.
Okay.
Go on. I feel like that's a trick question now.
Not a trick question,
No.
but I'm going to tell you the squads that they were against.
Right, okay.
Brazil, Ronaldinho, R9, Rivaldo, Cafu, Roberto Carlos, Kaká.
Yeah, okay. Yeah. Yeah.
No wonder we lost, right? Then you had Spain a little bit, did run into them. But at the time, France, Vieira, Zidane, Thierry Henry. You had like Trezeguet, you had Lizarazu, Desailly.
Yeah. Will Tord, loads of
Will Torrent, those people like that.
Yeah.
Germany back then, I mean, like young Schweinsteigers, Muller and all that, like a little bit. So when you see teams around
Alec and stuff like that,
Balak, like what? Like Argentina obviously had a young Messi, Batistuta and all that. Higuain and
yeah,
a little bit.
fair,
What I'm saying is, they could have got further for sure.
So do you think?
When they lost to Brazil, I mean that was that Brazil team.
So I suppose do you think then the England team we've got now, and obviously what Southgate did,
Yeah,
the competition's maybe not as strong as the players that
it's
we've
not.
done. And do you think that's just a case because we've grown up? That was when we were young. That was like our teenage years and stuff and whatever. We're like, oh my god, these are the best players in the world. And there's maybe like young people out thinking like, oh, you've got like
Yeah,
Ronaldo and obviously well, they've got Ronaldo, Messi, but like Yamal and all that and stuff, or De Bruyne and all that stuff. Like it's different, but I do feel like the quality of football.
Well, a few
blurs.
Yeah,
and
a
teams
lot
are
of pundits say that. Like one of the few things Michael Owen ever got right is that to be a professional footballer now, you just have to know how to do the basics and be super fit. Tell me, like you had Xavi, Iniesta, Zidane, Ronaldinho, Rivaldo, R9, Baggio, Rooney, like all these players.
Yeah, to beat a player, you had to have something about you. Because like, I look back at, like I said, like, even in Premier League now, if you want to go out, you know, you look at the teams they had, like, you know, say like the Chelsea team, for example, like there was no real, like, slim, skinny, skillful players. You had like Drogba was a brute, Terry was a brute, Lampard was obviously that. You had Essien and stuff from that. You had like Azpilicueta on the right, giant Czech, Carvalho used to go in there, didn't he? Obviously Cole, but they all like. We're obviously not saying they were slow, but they obviously were quick in their bit in that. But they're not like these skills or tricks you got now, like a Lamine Yamal.
He's amazing, by the way.
Yeah, and not saying that, but like
amazing,
unbelievable talent. But like those type of players, and I don't want to just pick on him, but like they seem to be a lot skinnier now. A lot.
Yeah, maybe. Yeah, maybe.
Like they're not.
I guess he is Spanish, and they're naturally a bit smaller.
But there's always like hoof the ball up, Drogba win it, strong, physical centre forward and stuff from that, and it's probably a little bit different now.
Yeah, it is.
The game's got quicker.
Yeah, but what I'm saying is, I don't think football players now are better.
No.
Technically, like what those players can run with, like a Pirlo, a Scholes, like a Gerrard, Lampard, and that, they're obviously amazing. But a lot of people might be like, oh, well, it was your era. But I think like for the 90s to the early noughties, was like, and maybe to 2010s, that was peak football. And Messi and Ronaldo carried it for like a little bit as well, didn't they? But yeah, no, that's what I'm saying. I think that England team should have got further, like when we had that, the golden generation. But
just again, maybe not had the right manager.
Yeah, I agree.
I agree. Probably,
You should have had to make them work. That midfield. Like, say, you can't play all three of Gerrard, Lampard, and Scholes. Well, look at Spain, Busquets, Xavi, and Iniesta. Like, if you put Gerrard, Lampard, and Scholes, that ain't a million miles away. You choose a Spanish three, but there's not much in it.
No.
Is there?
No.
Really? So, yeah. Bit of a tangent, but there we go.
Oh, it was good. I like that. Yeah, went off. Like, it's a bit of England history for us to
do
stuff from that. So, okay, in terms of talking football, obviously there's no Premier League this week, but we have got Premier League next week. So,
done your team?
I haven't yet. No, I always like to wait just because to qualify and stuff, and no one have any injuries.
True.
It's the point of making transfers. Yeah.
True.
But
Pointless.
I was going to have a look. I hadn't even looked at the fixtures yet, to be personally perfectly honest with you.
Oh yeah.
So Saturday. So actually, it's back to FA Cup this week.
Oh yeah, of course it is.
So actually, we didn't play for a while. There's no Premier League this week.
Okay, well that's that then.
That's that. That's done. Generally, we're a
Yeah.
week out on that one.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. So, not much else to talk about on that one.
Anything else you want to say?
Yeah, I got some. I was going to leave it to a bit later, but I can do it now. I've got some questions around the current Premier League. Then,
Let's dance.
yeah, you want to go through them?
Yeah, let's go for it. Always have a question. Always give an
Bear with me.
answer.
I will bring up the lists. So, it's a long list.
Crikey.
Just so much going through that. So I've got a couple of questions, and it's like get your thoughts on it. It's no like it's not a right or wrong answer.
Okay.
It's just currently as the Premier League stands, it could as it currently stands, not at the beginning or any point, but what you currently think and how people have done up to this point. So who do you generally think is the best manager in the Premier League right now, and why?
Slot.
Yeah.
If you're saying just Premier League, for what he's done,
yeah, he's gone in. Yeah, I
no
agree.
one predicted Liverpool after Klopp, and it didn't really bring anyone in, was going to be top.
It's been
No one did. It was Arsenal, Man City.
The transition of what he's done.
Yeah.
Is in like
Yeah.
not he hasn't had to do a lot, but he's put people in like Gravenberch who
Yeah.
played, and what a season he's having
Yeah.
at the moment and stuff.
Yeah. And like the three, the big ones, Trent, Salah, and Van Dijk seem to have been playing the best football of their lives. Oh, he's Salah.
Yeah.
He's on for the greatest season in the Premier League ever, goals and assist wise. Yeah, I would say Slot.
You say Slot?
What's Nottingham Forest manager's name?
Nuno,
yeah.
Espirito.
Yeah, he's got to be up there.
100%, I think.
Got to be up there.
When you think about, they're third in the league.
Yeah, amazing. Amazing.
And they were kind of like scrapping for relegation. And they haven't really done a lot in terms of bought in like.
No. And they look solid every match, no matter who they play.
I mean, Chris Wood couldn't do it for us.
Yeah. He's phenomenal.
What's going on now? Yeah, he's phenomenal. He's scoring goals and stuff.
Imagine if you had him and Isaac together.
Oh, no. Gibbs White's always been a great talent. I don't know if Gibbs White would stay there potentially. I'm not saying like drop because
Elanga's been good as well,
hasn't he? Well, ex-United.
Yeah.
And Hudson-Odoi as well from ex-Chelsea.
Yeah, amazing.
They're all coming on.
Amazing.
But they're defensively, like we said, we've talked about it a few times.
Yeah.
Sales and defensively and all that. They've been brilliant as well.
Yeah, they have. But I would just edge it to Slot.
Okay.
They're comfortably winning the league. Comfortably.
Yeah, all right. Which player do you think is currently most underrated in the league?
Underrated.
Tough one, isn't it?
Yeah.
I put you on the spot there, haven't I?
It's all right. Underrated, let me just think. I'm not too sure if I could think one off of the top, because the players I'm thinking of, I would say people would be like, no, they're doing well.
They're that rated. Yeah,
If I'll go for like a United thing, this is my team, I would actually say Mazraoui has actually arguably been one of our best players.
Really?
But he has flown under the radar.
Yeah.
Work rate and everything, mate. He seems really, really good. Really good. He's almost like the engine that gets us going, along with Bruno. But if I said Bruno, everyone would be like, well, yeah, Bruno's been amazing.
Yeah, he's
but
not.
Mazraoui has been really, really good. That's what I'd go for.
Okay. I think he's probably not really underrated, but just because like he probably doesn't get the plaudits as much potentially, I was going to kind of go like Mateta at Palace.
Yeah.
And obviously he's out injured. I mean, they're low down the league. But what he does for that team,
amazing,
and helps with like Eze and everyone like that, and linking all that kind of football up and everything.
Yeah,
almost like they talk about Isak, they talk about Haaland.
Yeah,
you talk about Salah, or he's not an out and right striker, but all those type of people there. But I think like Mateta is probably a little bit underrated in terms of actually being a great Premier League striker.
Yeah, I agree.
In terms of what he does.
Yeah, no, that's fair.
Okay. Which team's playing style do you find most entertaining to watch? I could tell you mine, if you want me to.
Yeah, go.
Just to help you. purely because they play like us, and I hate it that they came and beat us 4-0. But Bournemouth,
Oh, Bournemouth, yeah, I know, fair play.
I like what he's
It,
done there.
yeah,
Iriola.
yeah, they
With
show no fear, do they?
the press
So,
attacking.
yeah.
We've got the young Justin Kluivert,
Oh,
and everything what they're
he
doing there.
follows in his dad's footsteps.
Yeah, like left
Yeah,
back like Kirkes looks like he's
yeah,
going to get picked up probably by someone else up in the league. I
yeah,
think Liverpool been looking at him.
yeah,
Yeah, Evan Nilsson up top. They've got a few good players in that there.
yeah. No, that's a good shout.
Semenyo ex Bristol City.
Oh, he's amazing.
So yeah,
That's a
I
great
reckon I
shout.
like their football and the way they press and they play. There's no fear, like you said. They go up
Yeah,
against the best
it
teams and
doesn't
they'll
matter.
give a go at
And
them.
they'll
Yeah,
play at the end. Now, I would go for a team who I think play fast, expansive, fast-paced football. Um, excuse me. They always press.
yeah.
They're always brilliant defensively. They never look out of shape, and they score loads of goals. And it is Man United.
Yeah.
Anyway, no.
Serious answer?
Yeah, Bournemouth is a good shout.
I think so.
Oh, Liverpool play good football. It's not quite the the Gegenpress that Klopp played, but they still play really good football. Sometimes more direct, which is quite nice, you know. But Bournemouth's a really good shout. What I like is as well, like you said, they're punching up. Like they're not supposed to be doing this well against other teams, and they just go for it.
Yeah.
So yeah, good shout.
Okay. If you could build a team around one current Premier League player, who would it be?
Oh my gosh, Mo Salah.
Oh, would you? Okay.
Is there another answer?
Isaac for me.
So
Come
Salah's
on,
got double his goals and
I'm
assists.
going to give you the answer. Yeah.
Double his goals. If you know, logically, all right, let's take.
Can I tell you the reason why though? Because it's current Premier League player. Why would you build a team around him right now?
Because you're a Newcastle fan.
No, age.
Yeah.
I'm looking at longevity.
How old is he? Mid-20s, early 20s?
Yeah, he's like 25.
Okay.
Salah's 32.
Still got about 2 or 3 years.
Yeah, but I was just thinking like currently if you could build a team around someone.
Yeah, fair enough. But you're never going to win nothing. So, no, Premier League. No, Premier League. Yeah, the second I said nothing, I was like, no.
Yeah, come on.
No, yeah.
We just pocketed Salah as well.
Good shout. Cole Palmer is a good shout.
Oh yeah,
really young. Yeah. Like if you get a good team around him.
Yeah, that's a good shout.
Yeah, it's going to be.
There's a few.
And Foden, like.
Yeah, he's not.
He's still young though, isn't he? What, 21, 22?
He's a bit more than that. He's got to be at 23, 24, I reckon. Go on, you're gonna check. You're gonna fact check me now.
No, you might be right. I thought he was just over like.
You're right though. I think like someone.
Oh yeah, you're right. 24.
If I don't do, yeah, I wouldn't. I'm a Newcastle fan. I'd say Isaac, but I generally think like I probably wouldn't pick Salah like Palmer. But like I said, age, build a team around him.
He was arguably the best player in the league last year, and you know he could do that season after season.
I mean, Chelsea are trying to build a team around him. They're spending a hell of a lot of.
They're trying to build 4 teams around him, mate. Trying to build 4 teams around him. Bloody hell.
Which is one of my next questions, actually. Which team do you think has the most effective transfer strategy?
Well, it has to be Chelsea. Yeah. Liverpool.
Yeah?
Yeah.
Yeah, they haven't had to do a lot, have they? They haven't bought a lot.
But when they do, I mean, I got to be honest, apart from, say, Nunez, Diaz hasn't been too bad, but Nunez, apart from him, they usually don't get a lot wrong.
Yeah, they normally get.
But you can understand why they got Nunez. He was like 40+ goals and assists for Benfica, wasn't it?
Yeah,
that season.
So
but in the Champions League, he was banging them in.
Yeah, I get that, and I think like even if you look back at what Liverpool have done, like they bought Van Dijk when he was at Southampton, when they bought him from like Celtic, I think.
Yeah.
They bought Salah when he was like from Chelsea, gone to Fiorentina or something, I think it was.
It was Fiorentina. I know he went to Roma, but he was also Fiorentina.
I think so. Yeah, they bought Mane when he was at Southampton.
Yeah,
and all these players like they were never like top teams. They were buying players from. That makes sense. They were buying like
City as well, couldn't you?
Yeah, true.
Kevin De Bruyne.
Yeah, from like Wolfsburg.
Yeah.
Was it Wolfsburg?
Yeah.
I think after Chelsea.
Chelsea, Wolfsburg, yeah. Foden come up through
the ranks, yeah.
Okay.
They've probably gone a bit more now. Like Haaland, obviously.
I would say Liverpool.
Yeah, I'd probably go. Probably go with that. Which team's fans do you think have the most realistic expectations?
Man United.
Well, currently, right now, yeah.
For a while, tell me a Man United fan that thinks we're going to win anything. but also,
If you are a Man United fan and you do think they're going to win anything, please send us some in so I can prove them wrong. No, okay.
No. Obviously, I say Man United. A lot of Man United fans know what the issues are with the club, with the Glazers. Like all I see is like if I look at overlap videos or anything, is Man United fans like
they're not.
they know what. Like no one's expecting us to be like challenging for the Champions League. I think everyone's like, if there's people like, oh, Amorim should go, it's not United fans. I mean, no, they're quite
And I
realistic.
suppose, do you agree with maybe some Man United fans, obviously being one, that like they should really invest more on what's going on the pitch rather than their £1 billion stadium, whatever they're trying to prove.
Nah,
Build.
I think they should build
Like
that
you need the
stadium.
stadium, yeah, you
Yeah,
want it,
yeah.
but like, do you not feel like that especially this season, that what's happening on the pitch should be more important at the moment?
Well, how do they know that they're not trying to do that?
Well, I know
You know,
yeah,
like they
but
don't know that, do they? I mean, they get Amorim in. That is a sign that they're trying to improve it by getting a new manager. So that logic streams.
you have to see what in the summer, I suppose, when you have to see what happens in the summer.
Yeah, and you can only start to judge him from the end of next season when he's had one window,
Yep.
then he'll have another one and then another two. See where we finish then.
Okay. Which team's home atmosphere do you think is the best?
Liverpool, and listen, Liverpool, Newcastle. It's right there. You are.
Yeah,
You're right there. You're biased.
I will be biased, but
I'm a
purely,
Man United fan, mind. I hate Liverpool.
but purely as well, Carabao Cup,
Yeah.
like half and half.
You said home.
Unbelievable.
You said
Yeah,
home.
okay, home. But generally at home is I would be
Yeah,
biased, but I do think
yeah.
the Geordies.
We've been to a game, amazing. When Newcastle game, but I tell you what, whenever I've been to Old Trafford, it's usually brilliant, mind.
Yeah.
But you got a lot of Man United haters who bring it down, but it's not as good as those. But Liverpool, especially in Europe, and you see
European nights, I'll give you that, yeah.
Yeah. Actually, no, I'll say Newcastle because actually sometimes it's overrated.
Yeah,
Anfield.
yeah.
They're top two. You can say either. They are top two. I
Yeah.
don't know why the Jordans are fucking cheering about anything
We
there, but
just great. We're great followers. Follow up and down in country every away time, every away game.
you're
We're
local
always
lad, aren't
singing
you?
and stuff like that.
Yeah, like I'm a local Man United fan.
Yeah, exactly. You got nothing to say.
I'm from Manchester.
Okay, which player do you think has the best footballing brain?
Oh, it's hard not to say Salah, but I will not say Salah. I think you saying right now, like a player on his day. I think Kevin De Bruyne.
Yes, 100%.
Kevin De Bruyne is right up there. Some of the passes he makes,
No one else can see him.
no.
Yeah, no, I think you could say that. Like,
You have to say Salah's up there for what he does. But he's having a godlike season.
yeah,
Although he can't do it in a final of anything. Can't do it in a big
we did say
game
that
of
last
anything.
time. Yeah, we just said
He's had 11 we said this, 11 finals or something, one goal.
Yeah.
And it was an own goal.
Okay. All right, I got two more. Which team do you think will win the league in 5 years?
In 5 years? Like within the 5 years?
Yeah, like a team that maybe is not like, let's say, not like a Liverpool, Man City. Who do you think might potentially win it in 5 years' time?
Well, do you know what? I think Arsenal have all peaked. I think they've already peaked.
Yeah.
So I don't think they'll not in 5 years. I think their peak was last.
Do you know who I'm going to say? You will be surprised if who I'm going to say.
You'll probably say Aston Villa.
Newcastle. Come on, I'm not going to say anything else. No, I don't know. Like 5
You're
years.
showing the audience to be a biased motherfucker.
I am that at the moment. No, I don't know. Us is hard to say. If we didn't have the whole player side of things, maybe not. I don't know. I reckon Chelsea.
Yeah, I was thinking Chelsea because they can just like the Tuchel won it, didn't he? Or was it just the Champions League? Or did he do the double?
I can't remember.
He won the Champions League with them. I can't remember, but like they obviously have the ability. Like, yeah, I was thinking Chelsea.
Yeah, realistic Chelsea. if I really wanted someone to win it, like you would say, you'd really want Man United to win it in the next 5 years. I'd really want Newcastle.
Yeah.
I think we might be going the right way about it and trying to balance PSR. But for us, it's can we keep the key players to win it? If we lose like an Isak or something.
Oh yeah.
But Chelsea look like they've built for longevity because of these extra long contracts, especially losing money. Whether or not they get penalised or there's something about it, I don't know. Like if that is in there or they've actually worked out great that they can do these long contracts and get away with it.
Yeah, but that's just for if they want to sell him.
But if they're
like,
players,
I'm in contract.
yeah, but they're keeping players like Palmer,
Well, yeah,
Nkunku, Jackson, you know, Enzo Fernandez.
Yeah. They got players in there where they could be a bloody good team.
100%.
Yeah, I think Chelsea's a good shout. Won't be Tottenham.
Okay.
And you Spurs fans, no, it won't be you. I think Arsenal peaked with Arteta. I really, really do.
Yeah.
I think they've had their chance to do it. Arsenal fans will be fuming, but
they'll be screaming. I don't know. I think like if maybe the next year, over 2 years,
they need a striker.
They need a striker. I think that's it. And, you know, if you get Saka back, you've still got Odegaard, who's brilliant. Martinelli gets back into form. Trossard. You've got Rice. They've just spent big money on, who's great.
I mean, they're a great team.
You know, you got that Lewis Skelly coming through. Obviously,
defensively, Saliba, White,
Gabriel.
Like they're a really good team.
Yeah, and then obviously, so I feel like maybe in the next year or two they could.
But also, do you not think Man City are certainly going to bounce back if he stays?
Yes,
they certainly are.
If Pep stays,
Liverpool, when he has a full season and he gets players in, they're going to be better.
Be tough next year.
Yeah, it will.
Interesting.
It'll be brilliant. Like United will be about 12 still.
Okay. And then the other one I had, which is going to be fair enough a hard one to say, which player do you think will be a legend in 10 years?
From now to 10 years.
Yeah.
Cole Palmer's.
Yeah, that's exactly what I know. We've just said it, and like I just think because of the age, if he stays in the Premier League and what he can do,
just how good he is.
Yeah, that or Haaland. If Haaland stays.
Yeah, of course.
If he stays, he'll
smash it.
Serious, yeah.
He'll smash it.
In 10 years' time, if he carries on like that,
he'll be over 350 goals. No doubt about it. 10 years, easy.
So yeah, I think one of those two.
Yeah, Palmer, you would like to see him do well because quite like him as a player.
So that took us to just over the halfway mark at the moment.
Oh!
So you all know what this means. We get to give you some facts about the Monshoff beer, Pilsner, for today.
Monshoff.
And we will rate it. So, facts
bit more
for the beer. It comes from Monshoff, a brewery with a rich brewing heritage in the Upper Franconia region of Germany.
Oh.
The brewery's history traces back to a monastery founded in 1349.
Crikey, another 13.
It's a German Pilsner, which it says obviously it has a golden yellow colour, which you've seen.
Yeah.
As you've seen us drinking it.
Very crispy.
It's crisp. It's described as bready with a caramel malt and clean crisp finish. I definitely get the clean crisp finish.
Yeah, I didn't really get
the bready or caramel at the moment. Maybe like that.
Very crisp though.
It's often served in swing top bottles, which we know.
Love a swing top.
And it prides itself on traditional brewing practices. So before we rate it though, quick question. I like giving you questions. You won't know probably won't know the name of the brewery and that, but where do you think the best, what's classed as the best kind of monastery brewing places, country in the world? I'll give you a clue, we've been there.
Belgium.
Yeah. Yeah, the Trappist breweries in Belgium are classed as the best, and then followed by Germany.
Well, they're the top two, aren't they? Like world-renowned, the two top best countries.
It just says these breweries are run by Trappist monks, and their beers adhere to strict standards. There's a range of favourites.
Can tell,
but yeah, there's a reason why.
You can clearly see Friar Tuck here is dedicated. Dedicated. Yeah. This is going to be tough. We got to remind everyone. So, let's go to we first tried the Quilmes, and Shaun rated that 8.3, and I gave it an 8. Yep. Then we had the Stiegel, which we both gave a 7.5.
Yep.
Then we had the Moosehead from Canada, Uh, Sean gave it a 7.9. I gave it a 7.83 because I love accuracy, you know. Then it was the Rigele,
The current top.
the one. Sean gave it 8.7. I give it an 8.8. It was very good. Then we had the Iyengar, which Sean, you gave it 8.5.
Yeah.
And I gave it 7.9.
And
And then it's the Monshoff. And you're going to go first.
okay. I'm going to go straight in now as well.
Oh.
It is going to be my first 9.
Oh.
I think it's that nice. It deserves to. That is better than the Righelli to me. I enjoy that that much. I've gone with a 9 on there.
I am going to go for a 9.16.
You did that like Jeremy
Clarkson, yeah.
on
On Top Gear, yeah.
1 minute,
that's
40,
what I was going for.
and they're like,
Yeah. Point
9.16.
16. It has to be the 16. That is the best beer we've had.
That is.
Yeah.
Right, that is unbelievable.
Yeah.
Great.
You keep upping it every time, and as always, we hope that you're going to be our sponsor.
Potentially, Beers of Europe. Yeah.
Beers of Europe.
We're going to keep buying great beers from you.
Yeah. And eventually, hopefully, if we could do something or partner with them, because we could obviously get discount for you guys.
But yeah,
yeah,
definitely get a bottle of that, guys, if you want.
If you
want to.
Right up there with the best beer I've ever had.
That is.
Yeah.
Great. 9. Yeah. Whether or not we'll get 10 this year, or when we get through all these beers. I don't know.
It would just be one where you drink it, you're just like if you drink like half of it in one go.
Your soul will just escape.
Yeah.
You're just going to okay, so that's the beer. That was the halftime beer.
Yeah, delicious. Need to get more of those.
So we said this is probably a bit more of a sportsy episode this week. With what's going on. Did you want to talk F1?
Oh yes.
Yeah.
Hamilton's proper debut for Ferrari.
Yeah. Won the sprint.
Yeah, looked really good.
Yeah.
Looked really good.
But obviously ultimately disqualified after today's race.
Well, yeah, I wasn't quite sure. I'm just kind of like a second as well, but I know McLaren was a 1-2, wasn't it?
Piastri and Norris. Yeah.
Piastri and Norris, good for Norris. Norris is a West Country lad, isn't he?
I think he is.
I might be wrong. Sorry,
yeah, I might be wrong, but
I know. Yeah, like good for Norris.
It's just good. What? Even if he's not, it's just good to see the English drivers.
And Russell on the podium.
And they're like top 8 at the moment.
Yeah, like Hamilton still. What is he? Almost 40.
Yeah.
Still. So yeah, just having a look. I know. I saw it was it Leclerc, Gasly. So Ferrari, yeah. So both Ferraris, Gasly. Post race due to cars being underweight.
Yeah.
Oh, of course. The margins.
And something to do like half a millimeter on something to do underneath Hamilton's car, I think it was.
Oh.
Or something like that. I don't know. It was a change. It happened before, I think, when he was at the last. It's like to do something. You can't change the car between a sprint and a race.
Oh.
And it made like something's happened. Just like people out there know a lot more about F1 than us. Will probably will know more and stuff like that. But yeah, I mean, I watched it.
Yeah.
Watched it this morning and that.
Yeah.
Me and Mason were actually watching that, and it was.
We
enjoyed it. We were watching it.
Well, it seems to be some real good competition, not just Verstappen. Like a lot of the teams seem to be at a point where they're going to challenge, how it's going to end up.
Yeah.
I love, one of the British or English lads to do it. I love Hamilton because he should have 8 world championships. When he got screwed out of it with Verstappen, but it was good. Nice to see it kicking off.
Yeah, and it got near the end because I was watching it. And it was like they had the heavy tires on.
Yeah,
and they Hamilton went in for a pit stop, change and stuff and that. And then obviously you're looking at like Piastri and Norris and stuff, and they were staying on the tires and stuff at the end.
Yeah,
and like right at the end as well, Norris was there, and Russell was catching him, and it kept saying to him, hold off on the brakes, and I think Norris there, he's like, I can feel like the pedal's almost like flat, like it's gone, like the brakes are almost gone, and, like you've got to protect that car, like last couple of laps, obviously made it round, but you could see the time of Russell was creeping and
Yeah,
creeping. It was like, is
yeah,
he going to overtake in just?
yeah.
Yeah, but he didn't.
I think another couple of laps.
Yeah, I think what happened. I think
Yeah.
it was one of the cars at the back was in the way,
Ah, okay.
so Norris had gone round it, and obviously, Russell was catching up. There was obviously still someone in the back was in the way.
Oh, they should be out of the way, shouldn't they? They should.
Well, it was just the way it was, but anyway,
Yeah,
yeah. So that made it a little bit interesting near the end and stuff like
yeah.
that. But
It's exciting to see. Exciting the start of the season where it's not just, oh yeah, Verstappen,
yeah,
Red Bull. Yeah,
yeah, it's interesting. Yeah, it's good to see a different
yeah,
team up there.
yeah. It is. I was also going to briefly talk about there was a UFC this weekend.
Enlighten me because
Yeah, no,
you know
basically
a
it
lot
was
more than me.
Leon Edwards. He's an English British fighter who has been brilliant in the past. He was a champion,
Yeah,
really good. He beat one of the greatest ever welterweights, Kamaru Usman, twice. He lost to him years ago, but he come back to beat him. He was doing really, really well. Then his last fight, he sort of looked a bit like, it just looked like the hunger had gone,
yeah,
like he'd reached his Everest, and then it was just down from there. But he got absolutely like ragdolled beat by this Sean Brady guy. I think by the end of the second round, the strikes were 76-0.
Oh wow.
76-0. A lot of them were like on the floor and stuff. He only ended up submitting him. But yeah, it was just a domination, which is a shame because Leon Edwards, like, he trains in Birmingham, mate. And he looked like you thought when he beat Usman the second time, you thought he was going to be a champion for
Yeah,
years.
yeah, okay,
It
but
just hadn't come out that way. And then there was Kevin Holland, who is a bit of I think a lot of people, UFC, MMA fans, think he's a bit of a dickhead.
right, okay,
He ended up winning. I'm just doing like a little update, really. I think Jan Blachowicz as well, who's been a champion as well at like light heavy. Um, he had like the toughest hands at Polish Power. He ended up losing. Um, and yeah, I'm just gonna have a little look a second, see if. Oh yeah, and of course Molly McCann, called Meatball Molly,
okay,
which is Scouser, like that Paddy Pimblett that
yeah, yeah,
trained the
yeah. Oh, they
same.
trained together, did they?
Yeah,
Yeah, yeah.
I think she did last. She got subbed. She retired, and it was like I think she was like 14-8 in record, but it was quite like nice and sweet. Like the UFC top brass were there,
Yeah.
Dana White, and they were all like, she put her gloves in the mat and that. They're being
Oh, fair
respectful.
play,
Like
yeah.
she retired and that.
Hasn't that Paddy got a fight coming up soon because he's been in training, hasn't he?
Yeah, he's against
Let's have a look.
Michael Chandler. It's Chandler.
Is it?
I think it's Michael Chandler. Just double check. But that is a real acid test for him.
Michael Chandler.
Michael Chandler,
Yeah, so
who is a beast, right?
yeah, they got lightweight. They got Michael Chandler on here. It says 23-9-0, and
Yeah.
Paddy is 22-3-0.
Yeah, so Paddy Pimblett's been good, and he's fought a few people, but Chandler, like, he's been 5 to 10 seconds away from beating like Dustin Poirier, Justin Gaethje, Charles Oliveira in like championship fights and stuff.
Yeah.
Like he's dropped them all. We had him close, and they all somehow survived, and they beat him. But like he's game. He's like short, stocky beast.
Okay.
He hits really hard. Dirty fighter, mind. He grabs the cage. He does like dirty shots, hits in the back of the head and stuff. But
Is Paddy like submissions?
um,
Was he a bit of both?
yeah, both. He likes to strike as well, but I think he's a black belt in jiu-jitsu. But
I imagine he would be. Yeah.
yeah, but like a good level. But a lot of people were thinking Chandler's going to win because he's so explosive and he hits hard. Did you see ever that Paddy Pimblett? He went to the gym. He went to the gym. It was like a rival or like someone else's gym in the UK.
Yeah.
And this guy who trains there beat up one of Paddy Pimblett's teammates in sparring
I
quite
know.
bad.
Right. Yeah.
And like he mugged him off or something like that. And then they were going back and forth on DMs. They're like, well, let's have a fight in the gym then. My gym, your gym, it doesn't matter. Anyway, Paddy Pimblett went to his gym and they all recorded it. And Paddy Pimblett was like smacking him and that. And he subbed him. And even after, like he was tapping, he'd still hold on. And it always kicked off between the two camps. But yeah.
That always you saying that then like going into the and beating him up reminds me of the Tom Hardy movie.
Oh,
Warrior.
Warrior.
When he goes there and he's like, I'll spar him. You want me to spar him?
Has he signed the waiver?
Yeah.
He's just like, yeah, I'll keep your boy warm like that, and he goes so just bam, 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 destroys him. Mad Dog is called in the film.
And he's like the contender.
What a film that
Right,
is!
yeah.
That is a film that
If you
many,
haven't seen it,
many men would cry at that last scene. I won't ruin it.
Oh, who plays his brother?
Um, oh, so frustrating.
Yeah, sorry, we didn't.
Sorry about that.
But yeah, we don't want to ruin it. But it's a great.
Oh, that ending bit.
Yeah. He ends up. Well, look, we're gonna say he ends up fighting. He
He ends
his
up
brother.
fights his brother, but they're like in a strange relationship. Estranged.
Yeah.
And in the fight, Tom Hardy's character like breaks his arm, and he's supposed to win, like destroy his brother, and then the event that his brother gets him and goes to tap him out. It's like Ed or something like that, and he gets him, and he's just like, "It's okay, Tommy, I love you, I forgive you," like that, and he like taps out. And, it's
Joe Egerton.
Joe Egerton.
Yeah.
It's amazing. Like,
It is a great
if you want to watch a really good film, and like Tom Hardy's brilliant anyway.
Yeah.
So is Joe Egerton and Nick Nolte.
Yeah.
Nick Nolte is the dad.
Yeah.
The alcoholic dad. It's amazing. Kurt Angle's in that.
I know.
By the way, Kurt Angle, he plays.
Wrestling fans out there.
Yeah, he plays a Russian. Oh, can't remember his name.
No,
but he plays this beastie Russian, doesn't he? He's like Kurt Angle when he's on all the steroids.
Yeah.
He's there and he's just Russian, just like battering Joe Egerton's guy, isn't he? Yeah, really good.
Good film.
Yeah, amazing.
I suppose then leading on to the UFC, and it might be a tough question for you.
Oh,
You know it more than me. Who would you say is the best UFC fighter? I don't know if I can say of all time, but like because there's different weight categories. But someone who, in your personal opinion, who's the best UFC fighter you've seen?
well, it's different. And some people, like, if you're listening, there's obviously UFC, which is the organization, and there's MMA.
Yeah.
So MMA, UFC is the prime one, and what everyone does. But MMA is where I believe the greatest fighter of all time is, because he never fought in the UFC.
Right, go on then.
Is that, should I say, the best of all time?
Yeah, go on.
Well, it's Fedor Emelianenko.
Right, okay.
He fought in Pride, mainly. He fought in Bellator later on in his career, but in his prime,
Unbelievable, was he?
he was phenomenal. He was like a 5'10", 5'11", around 6 foot Russian guy. Looked a little bit pudgy and that, but he was a fucking beast. Mate, honestly, he fought, no matter who he fought, he went 10 years undefeated in heavyweight. 10 years. It was like 31-0. He had like a DQ because he got cut, and in one of the organizations he was in, if you got cut, you lost.
Right, okay.
Which doesn't really make sense.
No.
Because you're still fully fighting. So he was like 31-0, a decade in the hardest division there is, heavyweight, and he destroyed everyone. Fought on way too long, like most of them do, and he ended up losing. In his prime, I truly believe he wouldn't have lost to anyone. He was that good, mate. He was so fast, explosive. He did like, I think it's Russian Sambo, which is like a form of like judo and that. But, we'll have to, when we do a reaction video one time, we'll get the montage.
Clips of him,
I watch it every now and then. It's like this like little drum and bass music in the background. It's like, do, 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 do. It's like, oh my God, it's Fedor Emelianenko. And then he comes in, mate, and he just ragdolls everyone. Knocks them out, subs them. Oh, amazing. Best UFC fighter of all time, which is different. If anyone says John Jones, you're wrong. He's cheated about 3 or 4 times. Probably George St. Pierre.
Yeah.
Amazing.
Yep.
Love GSP. Yeah, Mighty Mouse deserves a mention. Demetrius Johnson, although he didn't have the competition. Yeah, GSP. Amazing. Canadian. Beast, mate. He's a beast. Famous thing he said when he was going to fight this number 1 contender, they got him in the ring after, and they were like, "Oh, what did you think of his performance?" And because he's French Canadian, his English wasn't quite there. He's like, "I am not impressed." So like that. He always sounded like Borat. And well, good personality and a beast. He was like 24-2, and the 2 losses he lost, he avenged.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
He was an animal. Yeah, good question.
That's all right.
Yeah.
And the only last one I think got for you on that is just thought from my end, literally just then. It's a bit of a different
Yeah.
one. It is UFC and that MMA. Would you ever do it?
Oh well, I sparred.
Like
I sparred.
we've done,
Yeah.
we've done that. I've done sparring and stuff. But like, if you,
Yeah.
I don't know, if someone said like, I don't know, I want to fight you. Like they don't like you or whatever. But it doesn't have to be like for charity or anything like that. Would you
Yeah.
get into an octagon ring with someone? It's like say it's same for same kind of like way. Like, would you like?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I would like. I've had had street fights before, and I think that's a lot worse than being in the octagon.
Hmm.
Especially if I can have a camp and train for it and that. And like sparred, did a lot of kickboxing sparring. And I did some sparring. Well, I went to an MMA gym, not for long, but I did that. Did a lot of wrestling. So yeah. You would you?
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah.
I'd fight you if you challenged me.
Good luck with that, mate. Good luck with that. About 6 weight classes heavier than you, I am.
Still good.
Yeah. I wouldn't
Yeah,
do one of those charity things, though.
No.
I just don't know.
Yeah, I know. I've seen people do it.
I guess some people I know have done it for good cause.
Yeah, good for the good cause, I think.
Brilliant,
Yeah, but
brilliant, amazing. And then some people I know have done it for an ego trip,
right. Okay.
and they seriously get found out.
Yeah.
No fucking joke. Getting in a cage.
But if I was there and I knew they were doing that for that reason, I'd be cheering on the other person. Yeah, knock him out.
Yeah,
Knock him out.
me too. And I will say one thing, because I've been to one or two of those events. The second they get in there, a lot of them, they've only trained for 6 or 8 weeks, they just start fucking swinging haymakers.
Right.
Like that.
Yeah.
Their training goes out of the window. I truly believe you go in there, and if you keep your guard tight and that, and you keep like your legs back, you hit a few body shots to someone who has only done 6 to 8 weeks training, that fight will end like that. Because
Yeah.
you're not used to it, and a liver, body, kidney shot ends you.
And I think that probably goes down to a lot of like you said, you got 6 to 8 weeks to train, whereas if like UFC fighters and all that now, years and years and years of like mentality and stuff. So it's like a footballer or a football team or anything like any sport and stuff. You have your game plan.
Yeah.
You stick, no matter what happens, you stick to that game plan.
Yeah.
So you might be getting pummeled,
Yeah.
and you think, I just want to swing at this guy.
Yeah.
But no, stick to game plan, take punches, use
Because you start
guys, what you
swinging.
got to do, and stuff like that. Keep your strategy. Whereas, like you said, 6 to 8 weeks, those guys are probably just like, gone.
No, they are.
Just like,
They are.
panics,
Like the second you see it,
yeah.
I honestly, this is how almost all of them go. They go like this. They go like this. They walk to each other, a bit tentative. They'll throw a few like jabs. The second one of them gets hit, it's like that, mate. It's like, come on in, you prick, like that. Yeah. So, yeah. No, I probably wouldn't do it now. Depends who asks me, I guess. But no, yeah. I've done enough sparring to say that I would do it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
And to be honest, I think that probably gets us to the end of this episode. So
Crikey.
it's definitely a sporty one.
Yeah.
I was going to say, if you we'll talk about England. If you guys got any thoughts about, how you think Tuchel's going to do,
Yeah.
send them in.
Any other topics about any sport, we're happy to.
who your favourite manager is. Even if you think who your favourite England player is you've ever grown up with.
Or debate us. Debate us.
Older and younger people maybe listening to this.
Like if you disagree,
we're not right. No, wasn't right. It's our opinion.
Speak for yourself. But no, but yeah, honestly, like Shaun said, like, yeah, we're not right. We're happy to have you like challenge our opinions or agree with us. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
But yeah, no, we welcome all feedback. Like it's brilliant. We've had a lot of feedback.
Yeah, we've had.
Really appreciate it.
Yeah, I did have someone comment on one of our posts about what beer we should try next, and Alhambra.
Wow.
So I think there might be various. We've had that before, but I think there might be various different ones we might be able to try. Different ones.
Yes, and I will say, I'll judge it on the day.
Yeah.
When we have it, but an Alhambra beer from the bottle is right up there.
Yeah,
it is right up there.
But yeah, again, if listen to this or watching this, send us any beer kind of reviews.
Yeah,
could be from anywhere around the world, and we'll get them in and we'll try them.
Yeah.
Yeah, and I suppose other than that, just obviously follow our socials. We're on Instagram, Facebook, TikTok,
our link
YouTube,
tree as well. Follow our link tree; it has it all there. We're starting to get more social medias. We're going to be on X soon, Twitter.
Yeah.
And then eventually we're going to start doing more stuff, especially as we start getting closer to that 10th episode.
Yes, definitely. I can't wait for that.
So yeah, no, me too.
It's like a milestone, isn't it? It's going to
be it is. Well, no,
first milestone, get that 10th episode, and then
And then next thing, 100 and whatnot.
Like I said, and keep an eye out for socials because as we get close to that 10th episode, we will put in there a
A
competition.
giveaway, a competition and a giveaway.
And we'll
yeah.
think of what we can do for that. But yeah.
Yeah, I
Good.
appreciate you listening, as always, or watching. We really appreciate it. Honestly, doing this every week, it's been brilliant with you, dog.
There's been a good
And with you guys there as well.
There's been a Goodfellas podcast, and we'll see you next time.
Cheerio.
Bye, everyone.